Appreciate that. Hey, y'all ready to do some radio? Mornings with Michael and friends right here on Power 108.9. Got an awesome show for you today. Got some cool people hanging out with us today. As a matter of fact, today is September 23rd, 2019, and today's show is being brought to you by Nikita Todd and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, you can visit her website, TeamToddRealtyGroup.com. Yo, we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of people hanging out with us today. As a matter of fact, we're going to be talking about the Emmys. Who went home with one, who was mad because they didn't get one. Also, I'm going to talk about this Spirit flight I went on this weekend. Yep, me, wifey, Spirit. Don't laugh, Elizabeth. Like you ain't never been on Soul Plane before. Don't do that. Hey, I'll talk about this Spirit flight. One of the most beautifulest beaches that I've seen in the United States of America. I'll tell you about that. Also got a lot of people to talk about today, like Nancy Pelosi. She's still trying to impeach 45. Good luck with that, Nancy. Just let that man finish his term and just not let him get reelected. Also, the daddy of Paris Hilton, and their daddy died. I think it was their daddy. It might have been their granddaddy. But I'll tell you, this is the guy who created the Hilton Hotel. Jones, I'm going to tell you what he said he's going to do with all his money. Also, Antonio Brown is in the news. If you haven't heard, who else I'm talking about? Oh, this Homewood Suites employee out there in Texas. I'm going to tell you how dedicated he was to his job during the hurricanes out there in Texas. I'll tell you about that. Who else? Oh, global warming. Is it real? Yes. According to the people out there in the Swiss mountains, I'll tell you what kind of ceremony they had over the weekend. What else? H&M is under fire. Who uses their phones more, women or men? There's a new study out that I'll tell you who uses their phone the most. It's not us. How about that? Was that a good clue? Also, we got your birthdays and shout-outs. We got your national days. We got your on this days. And did you know that today is the first day of fall? Yes. And on the flip side of that, it's going to be 97 degrees in Atlanta today. Damn. Global warming, huh? No such thing. Somebody lying. Mornings with Mike and friends right here on Power 108.9. We'll be right back. Wake up, Charlotte. Let go. Fifi, what's up, Romeo? What's going on, y'all? Share that post for me.
Morning.
First day back in a minute. Appreciate y'all. Elizabeth, you've been on every show on Power, haven't you?
No.
I'm being sarcastic. I'm being funny.
I could.
You've been on a lot of them, though. Haven't you?
Yes,
Good for
I
you.
have.
Shout out to you. She's pretty good, y'all.
Yes. Someone told me I should have my own show.
Wow, nice. Wasn't me. Why you looking at me like that?
Ty.
Oh, he did? Shout out to Ty. Hey, Lydia, good morning.
Ty.
Shout out to you and Cindy B. Y'all crushed it last week, y'all.
I do have a show on YouTube, so, we could just transfer it to Power 108.9.
Elizabeth, what in the commercial? People trying to make ads. Well, I tell you. Folks, this is the reason why I had her microphone up. Watch this. Bam, see, she can't say nothing else.
He does this to me all the time. Every time I'm here, he cuts my mic off.
Oh, man.
That's how you gotta do them, Lydia. Mornings with Michael and friends right here on Power 108.9. Like I told you, today's show is being brought to you by Nikita Todd and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. If you need a new house, first home, second home, investment property, rental property, anything, you just want to talk to a real estate agent just about whatever, give Nikita a call. You can hit her up on the website, TeamToddRealtyGroup.com. Today is the 23rd of September, 2019. And like I mentioned earlier, today is the first day of fall. One of my favorite holidays. Yeah, I almost messed it up. I almost said spring. autumn equinoxes, 1 or 2 days when all points on Earth except for the polar regions see the sunrise and set at due east and due west, with a few exceptions. A couple of latitudes a little different. 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. That's what you get. Down in Clearwater Beach, Florida, over the weekend. Awesome beach down there. Shout out to Clearwater Beach. Went on this, I think it's the first time I've ever really seen a sunset in the water, in the ocean. Wife and I, we like to cruise a lot, but usually by the time the sun go down, I'm already lit, so I'm not standing around looking for the damn sun to go down. For some reason, it just disappear on me. But this trip, we went on this little sunset boat cruise, and in the horizon, you could see the sun go down, and it was like you turn your head and look back, and it was just disappearing, and then as soon as it hit the ocean horizon, bam! It was a little blue light, and it disappeared. It was a great moment. So shout out to the sunrise. In case ain't nobody ever seen it. Elizabeth, you seen the sunset before?
Yes, I have.
Like in real life?
Yes, in
Not,
real
not
life.
on not on television?
Not on television.
Elizabeth is here hanging out with us. Healthy Nuggets is in the building.
I saw it in Jamaica.
Oh, did you really?
It was amazing.
That sun don't set the same in the U.S. as it does in
No.
Jamaica. It's a different sun. You know? Elizabeth is not a different sun. It's the same one.
Yes, I'm aware.
Elizabeth is in the building with us. She's back. Elizabeth, you have been on. This is your third power show that you've
This
been
is
on.
my third one.
Ty introduced us to you,
Correct.
and then
Rhonda.
you did Rhonda's show. You was on her inaugural show.
Yeah,
And
I was
then-
on both of their first episodes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So you must got a lot of stuff to talk about then.
I have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes, you do. Maybe you should get your own show.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a couple of stations down the hall. Elizabeth hanging out with us today. Okay, watch this, y'all. Y'all want to see how this works? Bam. Also, Miracle Sims is in the building. Hey, Miracle.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
I have to admit, NJ is one of the most disciplined kids that I have ever been around, been a part of. Your baby is hanging out with your bodyguard, as you say,
Yes,
is hanging
yes.
out with us today. Shout out to
Yes.
your son. He is chilling over there.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I call him the backstage baby.
Yeah, so shout out to you. And you say he's only 11 months?
11 months.
Okay,
yes, sir.
shout out to him. Shout out to. So we took Spirit over the weekend. Soul Plane. You ever done Spirit before?
I have. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like it wasn't bad. Like the flight was only an hour, so it wasn't like trying to do that 3-4 hours would be totally different.
Right.
Things I noticed on Spirit Airlines. One, your seat don't move. They said, the hell with that. We're not putting the extra seats in here. That's probably cost more money.
Mm-hmm.
The second part of that is you got to check. It costs you to check your bag. Like it costs you a lot of money to carry a check on.
Yeah,
Like almost
Everything's
50
out of pocket.
bucks. Yes,
Yeah.
everything's like $50. And
That's
then-
how they get you, because they make you think that it's cheaper and it's really not.
It's
Because
really
it just
not.
keeps adding up, adding up, adding up.
There it is.
They
And
said
I'm
you
just
know, I should
like,
have been on
no.
Delta. Damn, I
I'm a
should have
Delta
taken
girl
flight.
all the way.
But the cool part about it was that, like I said, it was a short flight, hour flight. The plane was clean. I don't know why people give them. They act like you really getting on Soul Plane when you get on there. Now the flight going was great because it was an early morning flight, like 6 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody trying to get up like that. But coming back, we got on a what time did our flight leave? Like 8:20, 8:30 last night. Oh my gosh! And for some reason they put us all the way in the back. And we had this little baby on the plane. Just like that baby right there. The baby might have been a little bit older. She made noise from the time when we saw that. Shout out to that family. It was beautiful family. Let me just start by saying that first. But when we saw them come down the aisle, you know how you see a family coming down the aisle, you be like, please sit down before you get back here. Please sit down.
Right. Don't come sit next to me.
Don't come sit next to us.
Right.
As soon as we saw them come down, we was like, oh Lord, shit is about to go down. And that baby made noise the whole flight. And then the row in front of us, it was 3 people sitting in that row, and they talked the entire time. Like, not talk whisper, but like had a full out blown conversation. I was just happy to get home. And then the last part about Spirit, y'all, and I'm going to get on with the interview. The thing about flying into Atlanta is that everybody knows that we are the world's busiest airport. So even when that your pilot says, hey, we're about to descend into Atlanta, I need everybody to sit down, and we're going to be on the ground in 5 minutes. You land, get on the ground, and then the damn airport traffic's like 75, 85 any time of the day. Busy. It take you another 10 minutes to find somewhere to park. Like, he just be sitting there waiting for a parking spot to open up. And then my Spirit airline pilot was so cool. He parallel parked that jump. You can see him whip that thing back. No, I'm just joking. He didn't do that. But shout out to Spirit Airlines and shout out to Clearwater Beach, Florida. It was an amazing little quick getaway. They did a great job down there. Hey, when we come back, Miracle Sims is in the building. She's got a new movie she's in. New film she's in. We're going to talk about that. And my girl Elizabeth is hanging out. Healthy Nuggets is in the building. Blessed and vegan. She has the has some great sauce, pasta sauce, right? That's
yes,
your thing,
but
right?
it can go on pizza. It can go on.
We're gonna do all that when you come back. Y'all see how she talking? This morning's with Michael and friends. Where we at? Power 108.9. Shout they wake up, let go. She's about to get into it, boy.
Right, the spill.
She's about to drop it, boy. Yes, Lady of Spirit. Hey, Candace. Good morning. I'll do it again. Like 2 round trip tickets, $200. Hey, Leah. Good morning. Miss O'Neill. Hey, Diane. AKA Diane.
Miss O'Neill. Does it say Evelyn O'Neill?
That's Leah.
Oh, I was going to say my mama watching. Hey, mom. Say, how she know?
I was almost like, I don't want to do the show today. I can sleep extra couple of hours, but I'll never do y'all like that.
Oh, really appreciate it.
Yeah, I know, right? I got a long day today, too.
How many shows do you have? Like, how many other shows are you hosting?
No, it's not the show I host.
Well, how many other people do you have under you,
4,
I guess?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12.
Oh, wow.
Got one new one starting next month.
Mm.
All of those people are on the show? Had the show?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Look, y'all got some empty slides?
We can talk after the show.
Hey!
Mornings with Michael and Friends right here on Power 108.9. Awesome guest hanging out with us today. Miracle's in the building. Miracle, good morning. Welcome to
Good morning, good morning.
Mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. How are you today?
I'm doing very good.
Happy first day of fall to you.
Thank you.
What's your favorite season?
Oh, well, usually I would say summer, but then it's been too hot.
Yeah, it's been too hot. Global warming. That's what
yeah.
it is. People don't believe it. As a matter of fact, a new research was out. Shout out to my folks over there in the Swiss mountains. Dozens of people held a wake today. They had a wake. Yeah, it was in the Swiss mountains to mark the disappearance of a alpine glacier. The UN revealed that the last 5 years have been the hottest ever globally. You're right. It's been hot as hell. So
Yeah.
the globe is changing. We are changing times.
It's crazy,
It's
man.
all good. Yeah, I'm a fall person myself. I love to throw on a nice little jacket or a sweatshirt or something like that, like I had on this morning. Looking forward to. You said I had that sweatshirt on. It started getting very warm here. So, and then we had a request to turn the fan off today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you heard that.
I did hear that
in the
report.
building. Yeah, Divas in the building. Remember, where you from?
I am from Jackson, Georgia.
Jackson, Georgia. What's y'all claim to fame down there in Jackson?
You know what? It's funny. Yeah, people usually only know us for the jail that's down there, or they don't know us.
Or they don't know us, right? They be like
So-
Jackson. Because you know, the first thing when people say Jackson, the first thing that come to your mind is Mississippi. So a lot of times, but then you said Jackson, Georgia, and I said, oh, down there with the jail.
Yeah.
You want to know how I know about the jail?
Sure.
No.
That's what my daddy was, not me. My daddy was down there. My daddy spent some time down there at that Jackson jail.
Wow.
So shout out to Jackson and shout out to you and congratulations. You are an actress.
Yes, sir, I am.
How long have you been acting?
Oh, Lord. Okay, so it's been over 10 years out of college.
Okay.
So I just kind of go with that at this point. Once we got to 10 years, it's been over 10 years out of college.
Got you. How did
Yeah.
you first start? What was it that got you into the biz?
Got me into the bits. Well, I decided back in 7th grade that it was something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
But of course, like going through being in Jackson, there
Uh-huh.
wasn't really a theater program and things like that.
Imagine.
Until you got in like 8th grade, then they had like a theater class. So I got in there, and then when I got in high school, I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to keep this theater thing going. But it was like an upperclassman privilege.
Okay.
So I couldn't really do that until like 11th and 12th grade, and it was just a whole thing. But I would say that's when I decided that I would like to do this, but or treat it like a career.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I would say that it's something I've been doing since I was young. You know,
Okay.
church plays. You know, my mom, you know, always had us learning these speeches and things like that, and so you know, it was just always something that I guess was a part of me.
So
growing up.
when you go back down to Jackson, they know you be in the movies, boy. They be hitting you up, don't they? Hey, y'all, they go Miracle.
Right.
But the new project. Talk about the new project that you're working on.
Yes, sir. So, I just finished wrapping this year. It's a film called Strip.
Mm-hmm.
The director is a lady named O'Seridan. And, it's pretty obvious, I guess, by the name where the theme of the movie goes.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm
wondering.
well,
I
you
was over here
know,
like, she's gonna be stripping now?
you know, well,
What's going on?
well, my character, she does, you know, get into the lifestyle, and so you kind of watch her journey, basically, yeah, in that lifestyle and figuring out things and her life and things like that.
Okay.
So, you know, overall, I feel like the project itself is a great conversation starter. It's one of those things to kind of make you wonder, like, okay, you know, what would I do in this situation? And you see the reasons why she did or made those choices. And so you're like, okay, maybe it was honorable, or maybe, you know, she did it for the right reasons. But at the same time, eventually, basically, she gets caught up a little bit. I don't want to ruin it for people, but yeah, you get into the lifestyle, you get caught up, you can't get out, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Looking at your background, before we talk a little bit about the movie and your character,
Mm-hmm.
you've done over 60 theatrical performances.
Yes, sir.
And here's one of the reasons why I respect you as an artist. Theater is no joke.
Right.
I hear some of the top actors and actresses that they go back to theater, like Denzel, for instance.
Yes, sir.
He'll go back to theater to do that because that challenges the person. There's no cuts in that, right?
Exactly. I love it because you can't get that feeling from anywhere else. It's like, you know, the audience is just their whole energy that they bring to it while they're watching, as well as, like you said, there is no cut. You know, you have to either get it or you don't get it, and if you don't get it, keep going. You know,
Right.
That's definitely the difference between film and
There you
theater.
go.
One of the main ones.
There you go. What's the name of that new movie?
It's called Strip.
Strip. And is it out yet? Can we check it out yet?
It's not out yet. It's in the editing phase right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you're on social media too, right?
I am.
What's your social media?
Actress Miracle Sims.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you can Instagram, Facebook. My website is actressmiraclesims.com. So any of those places you can find me. And in regards to the movie, the director has been putting up clips and things like that on Instagram, and that's on director.omo.
I got a copy of it right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got a
Well,
clip?
I don't know. I probably got a clip. They're probably the whole thing. Huh?
Nah, probably not the
just
whole
a clip.
movie. Yeah, probably a clip.
Hold on, don't downplay my celebrityness now. I can get the Oprah exclusive now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, they're my bodyguards right there.
All right.
Uh-huh. Hey, when we come back, Healthy Nuggets is in the building. Elizabeth is here. NJ, can you get the door partner? Since you over there not doing nothing. When we come back,
Show him with his cup.
right. Elizabeth, we're going to holler at her, talk about what she's got coming up. Healthy Nuggets is in the building. And today's show is being brought to you by Nikita Todd. Nikita's walking in the building, too. Hey, don't go nowhere. When we come back, we got your birthdays and shout-outs and all that good stuff. It's Born is with Michael and Friends. Where we at, Elizabeth?
Power 108.9.
No show for you.
Look, I guess it's good that he asked you because I would have said Atlanta. Oh. Like, oh, that's not.
Smile on your face.
That's not what
That's not what he was asking in that moment.
in that moment.
How are you? Good. Y'all are getting so big on me. Miracle, Elizabeth,
Hi,
Nikita.
nice to
Morning.
meet you. Good morning.
Nikki, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Miracle,
Gabby.
nice to meet you. This is my daughter, Gabrielle.
And Jay, right here.
Hi, MJ.
Can we put NJ on this side over here?
Yeah.
You mind if I push it?
Yeah, that's
You remember how to do that, Nikita?
Ah.
It's been 9 years, but okay. Right where you want it to be.
Just right there. Just turn them. Don't let them
Yeah,
look
out
at
of
the
the
wall.
way.
I'm gonna turn them around.
Oh, okay.
This is like the grocery cart. You just can't push it straight. Hey, cutie. You have pretty eyes.
Oh, they had this last night. We'll have to call the truant officer.
She don't have to be there till 9:05.
Okay. Get me in trouble up here. Mornings with Michael and Friends right here on Power 108.8. Today's show is being brought to you by Nikita Todd and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, you can visit her website, teamtoddrealtygroup.com. Nikita's in the building with us today. Miracle is in the building today. She over there stripping in her new movie. Rip is that new jump. You can check it out. We'll talk with Miracle more. Hey, did I mention that's the first day of fall? September 23rd, I mean. And it was also on this day back in 1993 that blacks were allowed a role in the South American government after a vote over there. And it was also on this day back in 1962. Nikita, you was 10, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
62.
The Jetsons premiered on ABC. It was the first program on the network to be carried in color.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the Jetsons, one of my favorite cartoons. I didn't know it came out in 62, though.
Yeah,
Like, it
that's-
seemed like, yeah. I was born in 70.
Yeah.
I thought it was new in the 70s.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Jetsons, 1962. Hey, look who's here. Healthy Nuggets is in the
Yes.
building. Elizabeth is back.
Hey.
Elizabeth has been on all of the new shows. You Ty show and Rhonda's show.
Yes,
and
correct.
now,
Does that make me famous now?
No, it does not. It does not. Almost there. 6 more shows to go.
6 more shows.
Elizabeth is hanging out with us. Healthy Nuggets. If I talk to her like I already know her, then you won't know who she is. So what I'll do is say, hey Elizabeth, how are you? Who are you?
I'm doing great. I am Elizabeth, and I own a business called Healthy Nuggets. So I educate on holistic health. I do a lot of things. I teach group fitness classes. I do public speaking. I have a YouTube channel. I'm probably most known for making and selling vegan food. In particular, my sauces. I have an Alfredo sauce, a garlic sauce. The thing that's the most popular is my Alfredo pasta. So I do private cooking, catering, all types of things.
Why vegan?
And personal training.
Why did you become vegan?
I became vegan over 10 years ago, probably 14 years. Well, I became vegetarian or pescatarian first. So initially I stopped eating meat because I saw the videos of what was happening to the animals. So that was initial. It wasn't about health at first. It was just about, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is what happens behind closed doors, and I don't want to participate in this anymore because, the animals don't really eat what they're supposed to eat. They're not treated the way they're supposed to be treated. They're not raised the way that God intended. So I was like, overnight, literally, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I stayed up till like 6 o'clock in the morning researching it and was like, I can't believe I never questioned where my food came from. So fast forward, about maybe 3 years ago, I started learning about the health benefits. And so I was like, okay, well, I can't just save the animals. Like, I got to save myself too.
Right.
So from that point, I had started watching some documentaries, in particular Forks Over Knives, I think really hit me. And so then I slowly started to go into veganism and or being plant-based. And so I started letting go of the fish, letting go of the dairy, the cheese and everything. I think cheese and salmon was the last thing I gave up. And so now it's been 2 years that I've been full-on plant-based and vegan and haven't gone back.
Oh, wow.
So now it's everything for me. It encompasses the treatment of animals, taking care of my health, honoring God by, trying to go back to, the way food was supposed to be raised.
Okay.
The environment, and then also to help the next generation because, the overconsumption of meat is doing a lot of damage, as you talked about, climate change, global warming, deforestation. There's a lot of things that are connected to it.
What did your parents say when you told them at 14 that you was about to become vegan or vegetarian?
Yeah, so when I told them, like, the next morning I got up and I was like, I don't eat meat anymore, and they just started laughing. They were like, yeah, right. They're like, that's a phase. So now, fast forward to being 30 years old, my parents like come to me and they're like, should I eat this? Is this good? Is this healthy? Like, they're actually trying to like cut back, themselves and be more educated. So
yeah, it's awesome to see all of the vegan friendly places. A lot of restaurants now,
Yeah.
making sure that they have a vegan menu,
Exactly.
and it's cool too because Burger King has the Impossible Whopper. Now, did you see the commercial? They got the Impossible Whopper. So now what I'm thinking is I'm going to do an Impossible Whopper with cheese, add bacon, cut in half, no onions.
oh my gosh.
No.
So you gonna make it half vegan, half non-vegan?
Kind of, sort of vegan. Yeah, that's
Oh
what we're
my
going to do.
gosh.
Hey, Healthy Nuggets is in the building with us. NJ is a little bit antsy right now. What's wrong with NJ over there?
I think he just wants this debut. He's like looking for
closer.
his mic. Like,
He wanted to be on the show
Wait a
too.
minute.
People to
Right.
go on the show too.
Like, wait a minute.
We do kick babies out, just FYI.
Uh-oh.
Did she
Hey,
pay her
Well,
daycare fee?
hello.
I don't know, did she?
I don't think she paid that fee yet. You know we got daycare fees, sis.
Where?
Oh,
Shit.
don't worry about it. We're gonna do it right at the birthday.
Uh-oh.
See how much longer you want to stay.
She's
Uh-oh.
new to the station.
Hey,
am.
it's even better. 'Cause she don't know better. I think it was at 79.98 last time we was here. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are being brought to you by Coach Oliver Adams. He always reminds us that true power comes from the inside of you. And once the power to live is ignited, change happens immediately. You grab a copy of his latest book. It's called Power to Live Through Obstacles. And you can check that thing out on his website, power2live.net. Yo, if you're celebrating his birthday today, happy birthday to you. And here's some celebrities that share that same day. Jermaine Dupri, 47 years old today. Happy birthday to
You know
JD.
he's vegan.
Oh, is he vegan? Okay. Also celebrating a birthday today, Bruce Springsteen is 70 years old today.
I don't know about him.
Wrestler Matt Hardy is 45 years old today. Got to say happy birthday to actor Anthony Mackie, who turns 41 years old today.
I don't know.
Okay. Matt Kemp turns 35 years old today, former Atlanta Brave, LA Dodger. Not sure? Okay. Also celebrating a birthday today from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
All right.
Lazy Bone is 44. Does anybody know which one Lazy Bone was?
No.
The light skin
The light skinned brother. Wow, go on, Nikita. Boom, 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 boom. Also celebrating a birthday today. She's 52 years old today and looking marvelous at 52. The Brat big sister.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who was that?
Samore. No.
Lisa
No.
Lisa Ray, yeah, Lisa Ray.
Neil, no. Okay, you're right.
Right?
I'm thinking about Neil Long. Never mind.
That's
Samore and Neil.
Simone. Yeah, I
Samore,
said
yeah.
Simone. Yeah. And also celebrating a WB birthday today. Miracle, a WB birthday is a would have been birthday. If they would have been here today, they would have been celebrating their 89th birthday today. Who am I talking about? Ray Charles. Yep, died at 73 years old. And it's so sad. Jamie Foxx plays such a great character of Ray Charles. Every time I see Ray Charles, I see Jamie Foxx. Like, it's not fair to Ray Charles. So, happy birthday to him. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us. Mornings with Michael and Friends, Coach Oliver Adams, and Power 108.9. When we come back, we're going to take a dip in this pasta sauce. I got my spoon over here. We said we got something to eat in here where I can dip something in that pasta sauce. Also, Nikita's in the building with us, too. Hey, did y'all notice I got coffee over there? If anybody's thirsty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're coming up.
I know, right? I just don't know. I don't know how to work that jump, though. It ain't even plugged up yet.
What is the water? This is the water.
Yeah, I guess you can use that water.
Okay.
Stop joning, Nikita. Well, I called the truant officer. Say, well, my god baby ain't in school today. Right. Hey, when we come back, Nikita's in the building. We're going to talk some real estate. This morning's with Michael and Friends. Where we at, Elizabeth?
Power 108.9.
Where we at, Miracle? Atlanta, Georgia. Ain't that what you about to say? We're actually in Smyrna, too, though. Hey, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. What's up? up, Charlotte?
Nothing much.
Good to see
How
you.
was your trip?
Oh, it was good. We had a good time. We could have did. Well, we were just doing a quick getaway,
Uh-huh.
but you could eat in 3 days. Yeah.
Really?
That's it. You been in there?
I've never been in Clearwater before. I've been a little bit everywhere else. Though.
Yeah, I know you have.
All summer.
Your lashes look good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I put them on this morning.
Oh. Oh, so they were growing. I thought they were growing healthy.
Yeah, no.
They were bought. But they look good.
Growing up, I had long eyelashes. I don't know what happened. I think I just do too much to them. I don't know. So I was on. I was scrolling through, Instagram one day, and I saw they had vegan oxtails. So how do you think about
No.
right? So how do you think? What do you think about all the processed foods that people are starting to
Oh, we can
make?
definitely talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do you see my sunflower picture? I went to a sunflower patch on Saturday.
Oh, that's from Saturday right there?
Uh-huh. In North Georgia.
Oh, go back, Michael. Where is it? Oh, that's pretty.
Right?
You said?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. That's my favorite flower. Me and one of my best friends, so we drove out there. It's like an hour and 20 minutes out. And it was just nothing but sunflowers.
Really?
Yeah.
I like sunflowers.
You do? Well, we got to go to the sunflower patch. Tell your mama to give us
Oh, you want to go?
We'll
She
go.
said I want to go.
Give y'all $100, you'll drive them.
It's hour 108.9.
Oh.
Do you ever do improv? I love improv. I used to act too.
Yeah.
We back up.
Okay. We're back.
Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. If you did not know, last night the Emmys was the 71st annual Emmy Awards yesterday. Going down the list of winners yesterday, Game of Thrones won Best Drama, obviously. Never watched Game of Thrones. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Really?
No.
Yeah, I've never
Sorry.
seen it.
Yeah.
I don't have HBO, so
Oh, okay.
that's why.
Yeah, I was a faithful watcher.
Yeah, shout out to Game of Thrones, Best Drama. Something tells me that this is going to be their last Emmy. I
Yeah.
bet I can predict that part.
You're
It
so
shows
smart.
off. Yeah, thank you very much. Also, lead actress went to Jodie Comer from Killing Eve, directing for a drama series. Shout out to Jason Bateman for Ozark. It's a great show.
Yes, it is.
Netflix, yeah.
It does a
Should be
great
coming
job.
back for its 3rd season. They filmed that jump right here in Georgia, up at Lake
Georgia.
Oconee
Mhm.
and Lake, not Lake
Altoona?
Oconee, yeah, Lake Altoona. That's what I was thinking about right there. Also, lead actor was Billy Porter from Poise, who has Julia Garner. She won Best Supporting Actress for Ozark. Who else was some big winners? Jesse Armstrong, Game of Thrones. Did old girl win from Blackish?
I don't
I
know.
thought I
I
heard
didn't
her
watch
name.
it this year. Tracy Ellis Ross?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
Tracy, I like Tracy.
Let me see. Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child won. Oh no, that's not that Michelle Williams.
I was like, wait, what?
Alright, so we'll go down some of the list of the winners over there on I got the other When They See Us. Did that one win? Oh, nobody saw it. Why y'all not watching the Emmys? Miracle, you ain't watched the Emmys last night?
I know Jarrell Jerome won though.
Who's that? Who's that?
He was in When They See Us.
Oh, okay, so
He
they
played-
did win something
yeah.
for that. Alright, cool. So shout out to them. Hey, Nikita's hanging out with us today. Oh, I wanted to ask this question. Who uses their phone more, women or men? Well, there's a new study that came out of, I don't know where it came from. Tick watches. Yeah, women use their phones for 4 hours and 42 minutes per day on average. The study from Tick Watches also found that the worst culprits are Londoners. People that are out there in London, they use it the most. But they say women spend 71 days a year glued to their phones. Nearly 2 weeks more than men. Y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
mean,
At least y'all admit it. So.
It's probably the selfies.
I was about to say the same thing. It's
Yeah.
probably even just the pictures, like
Yeah.
just the amount of pictures that girls take.
Yeah,
Like,
it was fun when we were in Florida. The selfie game be strong out there. Like when you just randomly watch people taking selfies.
Uh-huh.
doesn't
like,
it look so weird?
Yes, that
It
was
looks
my
so
point
weird when you
exactly.
actually see, even if I'm out and I try to take a selfie, I feel like I'm like looking, I'm like, is anybody watching? Because it feels awkward and it feels so vain, especially like when you by yourself, it's cool, but then when you're around people, it's like, are they watching? Let me try to hurry up and take this picture.
You're
Like.
exactly right. You are exactly right. So shout out to the women, and also too. I got this picture. I'll show you this picture. Can I? No, I can't show it to you. But anyway, Nikita's in the building with us. I get so distracted and going off the other way. Nikita Todd is in the building with us today. That's our Keller Williams guru over there.
Good morning.
Wearing your KW red today. I see.
am. It was, it was Falcons red.
Yeah. Okay, I want. Okay. What is it? Purple elephant in the room, or what do they say?
Yeah.
What's that saying?
The
I think
white
it's-
elephant.
White elephant in the room. Is that how they say it?
I think it's just an elephant.
Oh, you don't have to color. Thank you.
Okay.
Elephant in the room. I thought it was a color associated with it. Yesterday's game.
It was awful.
If you had to point a finger, no. You know what? Let me pull back. You know I'm gonna stand up for my number 2
All the time.
all the time. 24 for 28, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 18 freaking penalties.
Yes.
18 penalties.
It always kills us. Every time.
I think 8 of the penalties gave them a first down.
Yep.
Our team is so unfreaking disciplined. It's a shame.
Yeah, because there's no togetherness. You know, when your wide receiver comes at the last minute, your quarterback gets all this money, and you're not supporting the entire team. They have the facade of the brotherhood, but they're not really the brotherhood for real.
What Julio Jones do in training camp and how much money Matt Ryan makes have to do with
It has a lot.
undisciplined players?
It has a lot to do.
Really?
That means there's a culture that's being
So
perpetuated in the locker room.
I just have to say this. Folks in Atlanta don't like Matt Ryan.
No,
They don't.
they don't.
They really don't. I don't think they just appreciate his skillfulness as a quarterback in the NFL. Who's that making all that noise? I think that might be your fault,
Engine,
Nikita.
probably.
Yep, there you go. So anyway, moving on. They got the Titans next week. Next Sunday, you gonna be at the game?
I'm not going to be, but I'll be watching.
Okay, well, shout out to you and thank you for wearing your Georgia Bulldog red today. Or your
Go
KW
Dogs.
red. Nikita's hanging out
Go
with
Braves.
us today.
Go
Braves.
Braves.
Go shout out to Atlanta Braves and shout out to Atlanta United too.
Absolutely.
Everybody's balling in the A. And you balling too because real estate is popping. First day of fall.
First day of fall, kids back to school, people are ready to move again. Interest rates are low. The Feds dropped the interest rate last week, a
Yes.
quarter point. So that's going to show some movement in the market. There has been some depressed markets around, like in New York, Florida, and California. So those are indices that, some things are changing. I don't think it's going to be like the last time where we have a completely depressed market, but there is somewhat of a recession coming along.
Gotcha. When you say depressed
no.
market, can you define what that really means?
So that means that where supply and demand are starting to, get into the middle. So therefore, there's a little bit more supply than there is demand.
Okay.
As far as recession, just of course, and just in talks with just our local economy and national economy, they're talking about the recession coming, where people in foreign markets are not spending money, the rich are not spending money, so therefore, that means that the market is going to be a little bit saturated.
So at this point, when you talk about there's a supply and demand deal here in the state of Georgia or in the U.S. period, not a good time to list your house, basically.
I wouldn't say that, just because of course you need to talk to the person that's locally, the expert in your area, because of course there's places in Atlanta that are still booming. So I'm not saying that it's going to be where this is not a good time to list, because the fourth quarter is always a good time to list, because of course we're coming into the holidays.
The holidays, yeah.
People are wanting to still fulfill New Year's resolutions for tax purposes, and people are relocating, and this is the time where companies start to relocate their employees as well too.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
it's not. I'm not saying that it's not a good time to list. It's just the fact that this is just the state of the economy right
Because
now.
people always move into Atlanta.
Exactly.
For
I
real.
saw something on the internet that said Atlanta is closed. We are not accepting any new people. We have enough traffic.
Exactly.
Go somewhere else.
Nikita Todd hanging out with us today. KW. When we come back, you had a question about
Processed food.
processed food
Yes.
and vegans, yeah, because they can trick a brother and a sister out there.
Yeah.
Also, Miracle's in the building.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna talk about her new movie that she's got coming out. I'm trying to think, if she wasn't acting, where would she be working at? What would I have to say? What would she be?
I could see you working at like 7 Under.
7 Under?
You know what 7 Under? Yeah.
Is that Caribbean? I mean the
No,
No,
it's
it's a
like an
health food store.
all natural health food store.
Oh, okay.
Like your look giving me that vibe. Like
Oh,
she could just be like working there, like being like, yes.
Got you. I was thinking more of a librarian.
She said,
I was thinking librarian too.
oh, well, hey.
Is that
I get
still a thing,
librarian
though?
bride.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're
library
called-
still
they're
exists.
called media specialists.
Media specialist.
Nah.
Thank you
No,
for
true
that.
story, true story.
I believe you. Shout out to the media specialists out there. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Nikita. Healthy Nuggets, Miracle Sam's, everybody's in the building. Got a story on this lady. I'll tell you how much she tried to steal some money. I'll tell you how she got caught up. And H&M. H&M is struck again. I'll tell you about that ad they did. Y'all heard about that H&M ad that they did? We'll talk about that.
Maybe.
Baron Hilton's family. Baron Hilton, he's the guy who created the Hilton Hotels. He passed away over the weekend. He was 91 years old. Lived a good life. He lived a good
Who
life.
got that money? Who got the kids?
Right. Yeah, he got, well.
Was he married?
Was he? I think he was married. So we're talking
Is he
91
rich?
years old. He ran the brand for 30 years. Well, the Hilton heir leaves 97% of his $2.5 billion fortune to his family's charity.
Oh.
So I'm sure there's some tax reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Tax shelters.
Yeah, some tax shelters. So 97% of $2.5 billion. Yeah, if I was you, I think I'd be mad. Like,
Hello.
You know, there's an inheritance tax, so there's a shelter in there somewhere.
there you go. That's why we love it.
Ah.
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna talk healthy nuggets. We're gonna talk to Miracle down there from Jackson, Georgia. Well, they got a busload going down now from Fulton County Courthouse.
Oh no. Man.
They load that thing up to get everybody their time.
Yeah, it's
boy.
about that
About that
time.
time, yep. Hey, we'll be right back. Mornings with Michael and Friends right on Power 108.9. Big old jail down there.
Hey, you over here flirting this.
It's like a juvenile
You be
justice
quiet.
down there. Oh, that's a real.
Yeah, it's a real jail.
Okay.
I think that's where you go to serve once you get sentenced.
Uh-huh.
I think that's where you go to serve your time. That's what Pops was.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, little boy.
Yeah, I'm putting his business out there.
Huh.
I don't like sausage. It tastes weird.
You vegan too?
No.
Oh. Not yet.
We try. But we still meat eaters.
We haven't been to Costco in a while, and they have a lot of vegan stuff.
So who has been on the air with you the longest of the people?
Cindy B,
Which one is that?
one at the top.
Is that the girl that looked like Alicia Keys?
Mhm. She got the #1 show.
That's gonna be my next question. Whose show is the most popular?
Cindy B, The Unbroken Experience. It's about 5,000 per.
Okay, so I need to go on her show.
Yeah, she talks more relationship stuff.
That's okay. I can talk about relationships. I'm not limited. I can talk about anything.
Bet you can't now. Watch this.
He always.
Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Today's show being brought to you by Nikita Todd and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, you can visit her website, teamtoddrealtygroup.com. Nikita,
Yes, sir.
Nikita, I had a question. You had a question for Elizabeth about healthy nuggets and vegan stuff and stuff.
Yes, I did.
Did you
I've been
turn my mic back on?
as the vegan trend starts to become more popular, I see more things that are coming out that are simulating meat. And so my question was, how do you feel about the overprocessing and all the other bad ingredients
Right.
that people are starting to put into
So yeah,
into
that's
vegan food?
it's a great question. Most people don't ask that question or aren't thinking about that. So I love that your mind even went there. So there's a big difference. A lot of people don't know there's a big difference between being vegan and being plant-based. So veganism is really just focused on not consuming animal products and not participating in using animals for clothes, shoes, bags, as well as food. But and so a lot of times vegans necessarily aren't just like trying to protect their health. They're just like, as long as I'm not eating the animal, as long as I'm not participating in the abuse, I'm good. So plant-based really focuses on more of the health aspect. Of course, you are, as a benefit, not participating in the cruelty to animals, right? But plant-based really focuses on going back to what God created. So it's like, I'm going to focus on eating fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, legumes, grains, things like that. So there is a little bit of like two sides, and you can be both. But for me personally, I do use both of the words interchangeably, just because some people, if I say plant-based, they're like, what's that? If I say vegan, they're like some people get turned off by the word vegan. So I use both. But my personal thoughts are, I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody having an Impossible Burger or a Beyond Burger or something like that every now and then. But I would not recommend for people to eat that all the time, because it is still not. It is a healthier option compared to meat in the essence of lowering your cholesterol, lowering your blood pressure, things like that. But it's still a processed food. And we have to remember that just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. So you still need to focus on, let me go to the farmer's market, let me get some real food that I can see that does not have ingredients listed on it. It is the ingredient. So let me just buy some asparagus. Let me just buy a watermelon. So that really needs to be the focus. And I think there is a lot of misinformation, and a lot of people are not educated. Because people just like, oh, I'm going to go vegan. Not understanding that if you eat at, like he mentioned, Burger King earlier, if you just go to Burger King every day and get an Impossible Whopper, yeah, you're vegan, but you're not healthy. You're still eating fast food every day. You just may have lower cholesterol, which is still good, but we want to, like, you know, do like this. We want to take steps. So it's we call it transitional food. So if you're new to trying to eat less meat, you might want to eat the Impossible Burger because you're not really sure what to do, and you still like the taste of meat, and it does taste like a real burger. But you still want to make sure that you're really getting healthy food, and that you're also taking care of your health and not just trying to save the animals.
And when we talk about taking that healthy step to veganism, I know some people that are die-hard vegans. Like, they don't even carry leather purses or anything like that. They're all in as it pertains to that. But going back to the health part with our diets in 2019, it's crazy because we hear of a lot of people dying very early, heart attacks, cardiac arrest, stuff like that. And a lot of it has to do how we were raised and what we were eating growing up, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing I will say is nobody's in ICU from being a vegan, but there are a lot of people in ICU from the overconsumption of animal products. And so I think that's like a big thing to think about is, you know, high blood pressure, cholesterol, heart attacks, cancer, diabetes, all of those things have been scientifically proven to be related to the overconsumption of animals and the processed consumption of animals. So, you know, you got to think even something as simple as beef. Like, most farmers are not even feeding beef what they're supposed to eat, which is grass. And, like, it's so sad that you have to go into a grocery store and look for grass-fed beef. Like, why is that even a thing? Or you'll see a package say real cheese, real dairy. Like, well, what's the other stuff?
Right.
Like, well, what you mean? What's the other cow eating? So, you know, you got to think, if the cow's not even eating what it's supposed to eat and then you're eating it, then that's a whole process that it just went through and now you're going to go through. So
there you go. Elizabeth hanging out with us. Healthy Nuggets is in the building. You talk about your sauces. Talk about the sauces that you created.
Yeah, so I have 5 different sauces. Alfredo, garlic, spicy stir fry, and I also have a pumpkin. So the pumpkin will come back out for the fall. It's a pumpkin Alfredo. And the sauces I make from scratch, they are coconut milk based. So as long as you're not allergic to coconut, you're good. It's all natural. There's no preservatives, no fillers, nothing. It's amazing. You can use it on pasta. You can even use it with meat, veggies. Pizza is really good. And then, of course, the stir-fry sauce, you can use it on the stir-fry. So it's definitely a healthier option. And there's a lot of people who are lactose intolerant. So even if you just can't have dairy, this is a great option. Even if you're not vegan, you don't have to be vegan or plant-based to have it. And it's the truth. It's really good.
Do you see the vegan trend continuing to grow throughout the world?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Atlanta has made a lot of progress, but California and New York are definitely further than us. But yeah, it's definitely going to continue to grow. But just make sure that even if you jump on the vegan train, that you focus on fruits and vegetables and not the processed stuff.
There you go. Healthy Nuggets is in the building. If they want to get some of that sauce from you, how they do that?
Yeah, so if you want to contact me for anything, you can contact me on Instagram at healthy_nuggets or Facebook Your Healthy Nuggets.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to kick Miracle out.
Dang.
Oh, the baby got up now.
Dang.
Look at that. Oh, yeah, we're going to play over here. And when the baby start crying, that feet go up from 79.98 to 137.43.
That's very
137.43.
specific.
No way.
Oh yeah, we gotta make sure we get all our taxes and stuff in there. Hey, when we come back, we're gonna tell you how you can check out this new movie that Miracle's in. I got a clip of it right here. We're gonna watch some of it.
Is she on the pole?
Hold on. Let me see.
I'm like, is she on the pole?
We were
The
looking
name of the movie is Stripped.
There she
so.
go right there. Is that
Oh
her?
Lord, is that you?
Is that you hanging upside down on the pole?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, no, that's not me.
Okay.
Gabby, close your eyes, Gabby. Thank you, Gabby. Ashley Sanchez is celebrating her
She
birthday.
closed her eyes for real?
No, Gabby, I'm just joking, Gabby.
She went.
Hey, when we come back, we got more. It's Mornings with Mike.
Said upside down.
108.9.
Yeah, he just wanted his,
She went and she did the kid one too. She was like,
he wanted his moment with the mic. Huh?
This is how we used to do.
Right.
yeah, to keep it through your finger.
What up, Keith? Let's see if we can find her.
You want to say hey to people?
Have you seen the movie Hustlers?
I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Because that's when you said strip. Because I saw the movie like 2 weeks ago, and I immediately made me think of Hustlers.
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
It was really good. So like I feel like I'm so sheltered because like I've never been to a strip club. Like definitely have no plans to go. I'm not interested at all. But I wanted to see it because they had so many awesome people. I love J-Lo. And J-Lo looks so good, and she's 50 years old, and she's like goals. Like I'm like, oh my God, I want to look like J-Lo when I turn 50. And she also produced the movie too, so I thought that was really awesome. And she did a lot of interviews, and she was talking about how even though she was in this movie, and she said she even felt sheltered because she hasn't really been to strip clubs like that. She said that she still felt like she did it modestly, and I really respected that. Like I liked that she was like, I wasn't gonna go nude, I wasn't gonna go all out.
She didn't go nude.
She did not.
Damn, I don't want to see that movie.
So yeah, it was really good. It has a great storyline, and it really gives insight to what goes on behind closed doors. Keep quiet now, or he gonna turn my mic off again.
Mornings with Mike and friends, right on Power 108.9. Today's show is being brought to you by Nikita Todd and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, you can visit her website, teamtoddrealtygroup.com. You can also call her 24/7 too. What's that number?
404-379-6239.
If you got any questions about real estate, you can hit her up. Also, Miracle Sims is in the building. Miracle's got a new movie
Hello.
coming out called Strip. You can follow
Strip.
Miracle too. She's on social media.
Yes, I am.
Actress Miracle Sims. How long did it take for y'all to film this jump?
So yeah, it took a little longer than expected. It was about pretty much like a 2-year process.
Oh, okay.
I was going back and forth to New York from here.
Okay.
Oh,
y'all shot in New
every
York?
other month. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mostly, and then there was some shots being done on the West Coast.
Okay, good for you.
So, are you going over
I'm
to
just
the
trying to
lady?
help you.
And as you guys can see, another development happened through the process of the movie.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, the baby. Yeah, so when I first signed on with the project, it was only supposed to be maybe like 2 months or something like that of filming. But as we know, it's an independent project. The director was basically funding it herself and things like that. And so it went a little longer. I find out, months into it that, I'm pregnant now, things like that. So it got very interesting shooting.
Yeah.
Later on towards the pregnancy and things.
How they shot it.
Exactly,
Really
right.
good. Shout out to the good directors and producers out there.
So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how the movie magic and everything like that. I kind of went into it kind of self-conscious, like, oh, I need to work out and blah blah blah. But then eventually it was like, well, I guess they don't make no sense now. Don't even matter. Don't even matter no more.
Shout out to Miracle Sam's and that new movie. They can check it out. They can go to where to check out the trailer.
So there are clips on the Instagram. It's Director OMO.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, we're following that page. We're going to play a clip of it before we get out of here today. I'm going to let her get situated because NJ woke up and he is doing his thing. Nikita's in the building with us today, and we're talking some real estate here in the state of Georgia. Good time, bad time to buy a house.
It's a great time to buy a house because, again, you know, of course, the interest rates are low, and then also the inventory is starting to level out with the demand.
Yeah.
But it really depends on the area, so don't overassume. You need to ask about your local area.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
So, for first-time homeowners, is it really hard to buy a house, especially if you don't, like, I have really great credit, amazing credit, but, like, if I don't have, like, a lot of money saved up or something like that, like, what about first-time?
Absolutely. First-time home buyers are some of my my most favorite customers.
Ooh, my favorite.
And the reason being is because, of course, you guys are all ears. You want to listen to the advice because you don't know, so therefore we get a chance to walk you from A to
Right.
Z. And then, of course, you know, to answer your question directly, yes, there are plenty of first-time home buyer programs out there. You know, a couple that I can think of off the top of my head. There's the Georgia Dream, and then there's also some other local first-time home buyer programs that are coming from Invest Atlanta, as well as some of the county programs.
So can you knock a myth? Because I heard that if you have good credit, that's really not what it's about when you're trying to buy a house. It's more so for other things. Is that true? Because I've been like, I got good credit. And they're
no.
that doesn't really matter when you buy a house. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Don't try to discredit my credit.
Actually, credit is number one. The number one
Okay,
thing that
thank
you
you.
want to
So
have is credit.
to everyone who said that.
Because one, good credit can actually help lower the down payment requirements.
Yeah,
It will help lower your interest rate.
Okay.
It will help lower your homeowner's insurance.
Awesome.
As well as a couple other things.
Okay.
So great credit is actually number one.
Okay,
Then
great.
money
Okay.
comes second.
Yeah.
Can I borrow some money?
Shout out to Coach Oliver Adams joining us today. Hey, Heidi B. Fuller. Speaking of first-time home buyers, a true first-time home buyer means what, Nikita?
Sorry.
Time to wake up.
That's another alarm.
What's the true home buyer, first-time home buyer makeup? What does that person look like?
Meaning your typical first-time home
Yes.
buyer? So your typical first-time home buyer these days are going to be, I guess, your millennial that's coming out of college, first year, second year out. They have a very, very high income, surprisingly. Higher income than it was in, 10 years past. They are very, very, very well educated because of the internet. So they come with a lot of questions, because of course they've seen their parents go through this past recession, so therefore they're trying to avoid that. They are somewhat of an investor mind, thinking that, okay, so I can buy this and then move on to the next. How soon can I move? That is always a question. Once I buy this house, how soon can I move to go buy another one?
Gotcha.
Interesting.
And we talk about the myths. Elizabeth brought up the myths. Alvin Jameson was he's on Tuesdays from New America Funding, and we were talking about the misconceptions of the process working with an agent. No longer in 2019 are you going to call up Nikita and say, hey, Nikita, I just saw 7 houses that I would like to look at. And you'd be like, sure, here I come. I'm going to pick you up. Ain't nobody doing that no more. Are they?
Not
You got to
at all.
have what in your hand?
You have to have a pre-approval letter.
Exactly.
And that's the first step.
Exactly. And I'll tell you how fired Nikita is. I told Nikita, hey, we're looking for a new little property, right? And guess what Nikita did? She did the same thing to us. She said, check your email. There's some listings in there. I thought you was going to come scoop us up in the Lexus and drive us around. It don't work like that no more.
No, it doesn't work like that because we have to dwindle down what you like because, of course, there are, let's just say it's 25 properties. I can't show you 25 properties. I have to narrow it down to the top 5 based on the things that you like.
10 years ago, would you show them 25?
Maybe.
Yeah, 15 years ago, would you show them 25?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You want to see all of these mugs until you can say yes. Nikita's hanging out with us. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. I'm going to tell you how you can keep in touch with all of our partners and guests here today. We'll talk about that. Also, I'm going to tell you about this lady who tried to steal $6,000, but I'm going to tell you what her biggest problem was. I'll tell you what that is. Hey, Nancy Pelosi said on Sunday it would be a grave new chapter of lawlessness if the administration persists and blocking this whistleblower after the Ukraine says that 45 attempted to do something. Joe Biden, once again, meddling in the elections again. Pelosi hints at 45. She says that, hey, we will call your ass out and we will impeach you. I don't think they can impeach him. We just got to get out and vote. That's all.
Absolutely.
If you want him to be a one-term president, just get out and vote. Do your part. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up. What up, Coach Oliver Adams? Coach also just said, Nikita, great information on credit. Shout out to you. And shout out to your good credit, too, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
It's good until they pull that triple merge, though, ain't it?
But my Equifax said.
What had happened was, it's my mama stuff. Hey, when we come back, we got more. It's Mornings with Michael and Friends right here on Power 108.9. Shout out, wake up, let go. Look at Miracle.
Son.
He's ready now.
Right. Need to get him something else to occupy him. Make him a little concoction.
What up, Ray Robinson? Appreciate you for hanging out with us. Will, what up, Square? Heidi B. Fuller.
What did she say? Director. What did you say? Miracle.
Director.
Director OMO.
Oh, I'm on.
Director.OMO.
Yes. Okay.
So what's in those mason jars over there? Is that vodka or water?
From the PG and moonshine in these parts. You didn't know?
Let me do
You
this.
didn't know we had moonshine? That's why I asked, well, what was you drinking?
Oh,
This ain't a detox.
this is a
I
detox.
could detox you. Miracle, shout out the show one more, shout out the movie one more time. I'm gonna throw it back to you, okay?
Alright.
Okay. Oh shit.
Oh.
You're fine, Gabby. I got this under control.
What'd you say?
What time is it?
Oh.
I'm gonna make her late for school.
Mornings with Michael and Friends, Power 108.9. Antonio Brown says that he will not play in the NFL anymore.
Clown.
He'll lose to the New England Patriots. Maybe not pay him $15 million for joining the team. He went on a little Twitter war yesterday. He's mad at the NFL, mad at Robert Kraft, mad at Ben Roethlisberger. Notice he ain't say nothing about Tom Brady.
Right. Everybody loves Tom.
Everybody loved Tom.
But I will say, you can't, it's funny that Robert Kraft is the one that's kicking him out.
Yeah.
Like, he just got caught at the massage parlor.
Just get the Clutch Johnson spank. There's nothing wrong with that. Happy ending.
No, but Antonio Brown did it to himself. He's foolish.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Nikita, I'm gonna fight you about number 2. I'm telling you.
It's almost like he doesn't know how to bring the team together. Like Matt has great stats, and I can't argue against that.
He put up 24 points yesterday.
Right,
He
exactly.
cannot play defense.
No, I'm not saying that
He cannot
You're
do
right.
16 penalties. That's
You're right.
not his fault.
You're right.
But I understand what
it's
you're
something
saying.
about his leadership. The team is not coming
It's
together.
the coach.
Maybe.
It's
It may
coaching.
be. Yeah. But I will say, coaching was great when we had Shanahan. No, is it Shanahan? No. Who was the person that we went to?
Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
So, anyway. We'll see. It's only 3 games in the NFL season. Shout out to y'all fake bandwagon Atlanta Falcons fans. Go be a Cowboy fan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need
jump on the
some more
bandwagon.
cowgirls over there, don't we?
Right, exactly. Hey, what you know? My phone, my battery died. I'm the only person I know that walk around with an Apple Watch that's always dead.
Maybe you need a new one.
Well, how about I just charge it?
Well, why don't you just charge it then?
Lord have mercy. Elizabeth hanging out with us today. Her last appearance on the morning show.
I know you lying. I'm about to
Hey,
be on the other show with the 5,000 viewer girl. Be something.
the Unbroken Experience. Cindy B.
The unbroken experience.
Hey, speaking of, tonight is going down. We got 2 amazing shows tonight. Let's talk with Christeria Lynn at 8, and then we got the Soul of Atlanta with Brittany and Gigi tonight at 9 o'clock. Hopefully I got their times right, or vice versa. But yeah, they're on tonight, 8 and 9 o'clock tonight. Hey, before we get out of here, I gotta say thank you to Miracle Sims. Miracle, your new movie's coming out. You excited?
I am. It's my first lead role in a feature film.
Good for you.
So, yeah, it's a long time coming. Like I said, 10 plus years to get this, finally get an opportunity like this. So, I know it's a little risque and it's a little different from who I am. But at the same time, I didn't want to come into it judging the character and things like that. And so, You know, I felt like this story could resonate with a lot of people. You know, someone's going through a hard time. You know, this could have easily been me if my life was a little different. You know,
Right.
if I wasn't raised the way I was, or if I didn't have a relationship with God or whatever. You know,
Yes.
there's a lot that, you know, you make these type of decisions. So, you know, I think it'll be a good conversation starter. You know, I want to work with different organizations. I know that there's some even here around Atlanta that, you know, help people that are not only dealing with that, but, you know, maybe they want to get out, you know. So, you know, it's a lot of things that involve a lot of reasons why
I was like, something is touching my leg. What is happening under here?
wow,
Under the
NJ.
table. Shout out to NJ. Hey, what's your social media, sis?
So mine is Actress Miracle Sims. You can actressmiraclesims.com. You guys can find me by Actress Miracle Sims on Instagram, Facebook, any of those places. But there's links at the website as
There
well.
you go. Follow her. Check out the new movie called Strip. Miracle Sims. Thank you for hanging out. Healthy Nuggets.
Thank you.
I know you got your hands full right now. I just transferred.
I mean,
NJ
something
over.
was touching my leg, and I was like, what is happening? And then it was a child.
It was a child, right?
It was a child. It
You
was a
birthed the child.
I birthed
Shout out
it.
to you. Hey, what's going on with you? What you got coming up next?
What I have coming up next is I'm going to be on another show on Power 108. You know, you got to speak it.
Speaking into existence.
But no, people can contact me on Instagram at healthy_nuggets or Facebook your healthy nuggets. People can hire me for private cooking, catering. They can buy some sauces. And also the holidays are coming up. So I am going to be selling vegan soul food. It's going to be amazing. You will not be able to tell that it's vegan. So if you're looking to eat healthier for the holidays or for you and your family, or maybe you got some vegans in your family, definitely contact me so I can hook you up with some amazing vegan soul food. And don't worry, because elder black women taught me how to make this food. So
Okay.
it's for real. It's legit.
Wow.
It's legit.
You are hilarious. Shout out to you. What's that Instagram again, sis?
Instagram, healthy_nuggets. Healthy_nuggets. Definitely hit me up. I will make sure that you're taken care of. And also, last but not least, I do teach group fitness classes, and I also do personal training. So if you're looking to work with a female trainer, especially in the water, then definitely contact me. I can also travel to people's homes. Like I have a client that she's elderly, and I travel to her home.
Well,
So
good for you. Shout out to you.
yeah.
Keep the grind. Healthy Nuggets. Elizabeth is in the building with us. Hey, and I gotta say shout out to Nikita Todd and the Team Todd Realty Group. TeamToddRealtyGroup.com is the website. Hey, it's always a great time to buy a home in the state of Georgia.
Absolutely.
But who they need? They need Nikita.
They need Nikita.
Best advice you can give as we hit this first day of fall.
Best advice I can give: there is still a lot of time in the year to purchase a home. There is still a lot of money out there to be had for first-time home buyers, and then at the same time, it is a great time to sell your house, just because people are trying to get into homes by the end of the year.
There you go.
So do put your house on the market if it's a great house.
The website is TeamToddRealtyGroup.com, but they can call you too, can't they?
They can absolutely call me. They can give me a call at 404-379-6239.
Hey, Gabby over there checking her watch like, all right, Mama, let's go. Let's
I
wrap this up. I got somewhere to be, shouting.
didn't know kids wanted to go to school
Right,
like
exactly.
that. I thought she would be like, yeah, I get to go
She want
late.
to go see her friends.
Gabby like, wrap it up, Mama. Hey, before we get out of here, I'm going to tell you about this lady in Bakersfield, California. Yeah, she got in trouble for stealing $6,000. But that wasn't the funny part. She actually had a stroller, and she was trying to make her getaway with the $6,000, but the only problem was it was $6,000 worth of quarters.
Bruh. What?
$6,000 worth of quarters in the stroller.
Little
Wow.
Yeah, she got busted when she tried to go to Best Buy and buy a new television with all them damn quarters.
What do people be thinking? First of all, wait a minute, Michael. How did she get 6,000 in quarters?
She robbed the laundromat.
What?
No, I'm just joking. I don't know.
That would have been a good story, though.
Sound like
Yeah.
she
That was a good way to put it. Rob the laundromat.
She
Take
robbed
these
the recycle
quarters.
center and the grocery store.
I'm seeing it like when she had the casino. How does
She was
that?
in that little thing.
Or maybe she opened one of them coin things. You know where you take your change.
Right,
to
that's
the-
what I was
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Recycle.
Okay.
It's funny because sometimes I do.
Oh my god.
I'll take, you know how you
God,
just get all
quarters.
your coins, you put all your coins together,
Yeah.
and then you gotta do something with them, and you gotta go to the recycling. Like, I love using it. However, I just feel bad the way people be looking at me like, oh, he over there struggling, ain't he? No, I'm good financially. This is my
No.
son's stuff.
Right.
Yeah. You know, you be feeling bad. It's like going into the gas station and be like, hey,
It's like when you take your selfie.
let me get 3 on 7.
We talked about that earlier.
A whole
Yeah.
gallon? That ain't even a gallon. That's
Let me
3/4
get-
of a gallon.
Okay.
I was at the gas station. True story. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. True story. I was at the gas station one time. A dude came in there and was like, he put like $2.50 in the tank.
Maybe
and
he
when
just
he
need
walked
to get
out,
home.
yeah, that's how they do. You just get enough to get to where you're going. But when he walked out, I told the guy to put $10 on there.
Oh,
wow.
Michael, you're so
So,
nice.
so he got $12.50 worth of gas. So he probably ran that out that day.
Right.
Like, oh
He
shit.
probably was at the. He probably did the little church dance.
Yeah.
Hey.
He probably was out there like hallelujah.
It's still moving. He thought he got over, didn't he?
Probably
You don't
so.
know.
Yeah.
Let me hurry up and pull off.
Yeah.
Let me hurry up.
Hey, we'll see y'all tonight. We'll see y'all tonight. Christeria Lynn and the Soul of Atlanta. They'll be here tonight. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I want to thank all of our guests for hanging out with us today. Healthy Nuggets, Elizabeth, Miracle Sims in the building, the movie Stripped, and of course today's show brought to you by our very own Nikita Todd and the Team
Yes.
Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. This morning's with Mike and Friends. Where we at, Elizabeth?
Power 108.9.
We'll see y'all later. Good job.
What are you over there watching? Oh my gosh, do you see that? That lady, she fell off the bull. Watch.
Ooh. That look like that hurt.
Yeah, I put him.
Is this your phone case?
It is. Sarah Russian just kept you in your
Oh.
stroller. One. I've had babies. I didn't want it to make so much noise.
I'm sorry.
Take it down, Nikki. You take it down, Nikki.
Is that take it down?
Alright, y'all. Well, that's that. He did pretty good for the most part, but I probably took him to the stroller. You know how that go.
He's a baby.
Yeah. Over here making noise and things. But you did alright. You did alright. Alright. See y'all later. Bye.